Hello guys, welcome to another video. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and you can leave any feedback in the comment section below. So I had shared this build at the end of the last video, but I felt as if it wasn't detailed enough. So here is a full showcase of the build and gameplay at the end of the video. Okay, so starting off on build 1, you have concentration priority for the high crit hit damage, you have rifling reinforcement for firearm attack, you have action and reaction, which is the module that gives you the most firearm attack, you have half aiming for the highest weak point damage for the modules, you have inside focus for the extra crit hit rate and the extra crit hit damage, weak point sight for weak point damage, better insight for critical hit rate, better concentration for critical hit damage, and then aiming compensation. This build with real life fighter and half aiming will have the highest damage possible, and I recommend for bosses like Molten Fortress, Devourer, or Force Walker. This build will reach 1.1 million per bullet while playing with Sharon's debuff, short focus, and walk on tightrope. It completely melts off the bosses, and with the added debuff the weapon has, it will also aid your team with a lot of damage. I used this weapon in combination with Sharon's debuff to help Clay reach 20 million in my previous Molten Fortress run. Now for the second build. This second build is going to be for bosses with smaller weak points. What you do is you change half aiming and you put focus fire. What this means is you're not going to have the minus 20% accuracy, which will allow you to hit bosses with smaller weak points while benefiting a lot from real life fighter. Just keep in mind, real life fighter, you have to hit your shots. If you don't hit your shots, you lose 2 stacks. So if you're not confident on your shots, please follow the third build. Okay, now for the last build. This build, instead of having real life fighter and half aiming, it will have special sight and half aiming. I have seen builds where people use weak point expansion, but with the cooldown in it, it is better suited for low fire rate weapons such as snipers. While with a handgun, your upkeep on the DPS is going to be much higher. Therefore, each bullet benefiting of special sight is going to be better than 1 bullet every 10 seconds benefiting of weak point expansion. Another thing about special sight as well is that there's no requirement to stack hits on weak points like real life fighter, so it's going to be a lot safer and consistent to use. But if you hit your shots, real life fighter is going to be a lot better. For weapon stats, you'd want Colossus or weak point, crit hit chance, firearm attack, and crit hit damage. Now for the synergies. For the Sharon build that I will show you, you'll find an in-depth guide in my channel. The guide was on before short focus was fixed, and now that it is fixed, I have a comment in the video explaining how to insert it into the build, just like I did here. The best synergies for this weapon will be Sharon with her defense debuff, and Glay as a teammate for the uptime on their DPS. Thanks for watching, and now I will give you with some gameplay of this synergy.